Okay, Gravediggers, this kind of snuck up on me today. I did not plan on making this video, nor was I paid to make this video, which is uncommon for me when it comes to talking about new games. I'm really kind of up in the area now as a content creator where I kind of got to I really have to look critically at any game I'm going to cover on this channel in terms of what it's going to do for the channel. And this video is to gauge the interest to see if this is a game that I should cover on this channel, perhaps as a primary game. For many, many years, we covered Marvel Strike Force here, and I've really dropped down on that. I really dropped out of it. I'm still playing the game heavily, but I'm curious, and I'm curious what this means for Marvel Strike Force. This is Marvel Mystic Mayhem. I'm going to put the link to their website down below. You can pre-register for it now, and this could be the Marvel Strike Force killer. This could be the death of Marvel Strike Force. All it's really needed for a long time is for another solid team-based tactical RPG to come along with the Marvel IP to just annihilate Strike Force out of the market, or make it extremely fringe, much like Future Fight is right now. I don't know, guys. If anyone's playing Future Fight, please let me know down in the comments. But like, I think Marvel Strike Force really kind of put a death nail in Future Fight, although it's still carrying on. It's still going. I don't know how, but probably not as profitable as Strike Force. I don't know. And we thought Future Revolution was going to do this, but it was really a different kind of game. It was like an action RPG, and it went out of business. It couldn't garner a following. A lot of these games don't take hold in the market. All right, the first thing to look at, I guess, is the trailer. They want me to look at the trailer, but then we have some heroes. We have some news. There's a lot of stuff on this site to look at. I mean, right off the bat, I can notice the art style is awesome. It looks like a darker art style. It looks like we have Mephisto there as a main focus of this instead of some stupid Ultimus thing. Oh my God. Marvel Strike Force looked like juvenile. Still looks juvenile compared to this. This looks like a much more, I don't know, looks like kind of 90s edgelord, but like in an awesome way. I don't know. Let's check out the trailer. Let's play it.
The sleep of the innocent. The perfect place for nightmare to play.
Yo, that intro was dope. Already I'm getting more of like a Midnight Suns kind of vibe off of this. That was another game that really could have put, if Midnight Suns was on cell phone, that game would have done great. Being a console game and the lack of support around it is what really killed it. But if it was like a live service cell phone game, it would have done phenomenal. I love Midnight Suns. Still a great experience, but okay. I know nothing about NetEase. I mean, I will say, you know, this is very stylized. It looks very low budget compared to like Marvel Strike Force ads, cinematics. Their art team has always been phenomenal with that, and I like this more. I like anything with a darker tone more, but it does look cheap. Cool, but cheap. Oh, it might not be Mephisto. It might be Nightmare. They're very similar kind of characters. I mean, you know, not really, but kind of, sort of. Okay, yeah, it's Nightmare. Cool. Nightmare is a character we haven't even seen in Marvel Strike Force. He's like a big Doctor Strange enemy. That might be gameplay. This game's going to annihilate Strike Force. This is the more modern style of cell phone game. Like, you literally get animations like this in cell phone games. This is something that Strike Force only approaches sometimes. Like Penny's Ultimate, right? Has like a cutscene kind of ultimate. But all of the mobile cell phone RPGs now have these amazing cutscene, you know, ultimate moves. Oh, there's the actual gameplay.
With great power,
I'm impressed that they put some actual gameplay in the trailer. It does not look like it's going to be... I don't know if this is turn-based.
Get behind me. I'll protect you.
It looks more like a Diablo kind of situation, which I'm not as impressed with. I really want to see turn... If it's not turn-based, it's not going to unseat Marvel Strike Force.
this is what I've trained for.
I love the art style, though. I mean, this appeals to me way more than Future Revolution did. Future Revolution was, like, goofy. It had a goofy art style. All the characters were, like, cosplaying or something. It wasn't the original designs. This is, like, original designs, but, like, a little bit darker, but not so much that you don't know who it is. Like, this is, like, a darker version of Juggernaut, but not to the point where I can't just instantly recognize it's Juggernaut. It's very good. I really like the art design. That's like one of the cooler, darker Iron Man designs I've seen. Like Midnight Suns kind of failed at that. They tried to do like a edgier Iron Man, but they just failed so hard. That's actually cool. That looks cool.
Let's have some fun.
You mortals are so gullible.
Oh, that Moon Knight looked incredible. Scarlet Witch is looking dope too. Just the art style. For the art style alone, I'll download this day one and cover it on the channel. For the art style alone. I'm just loving these designs. These look incredible. It's like literally where I would put the spooky slider if I was to design characters. Is that Black Knight? Good Lord, that's an awesome Black Knight. I guess they got like this original character. It looks like an X-Men. Or is it an X-Men? Is it just Kitty Pryde? Interesting. I thought that was like an original character, but it might not be, or it might be. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you know who this X-Men is. Oh, Misty Knight. They got deep cuts in here right off the bat. It's a cool looking Doctor Strange. Mystic Mayhem.
Your reality belongs to me now.
I love that the main bad guy's Nightmare. That's even cooler than Mephisto, honestly. I'm just saying that because I have so much like deep resentment for Marvel Strike Force right now. Really, really cool trailer. Really cool trailer. And here are the heroes. We got Doctor Strange. We have edgy Iron Man. I like edgy Iron Man. He looks cool. He looks like Guyver. Looks like a Guyver Iron Man. They got it right. Midnight Suns failed. Where Midnight Suns failed, this game succeeds with like edgier designs on non-edgy characters, on non-dark characters. And then it takes the dark characters like Scarlet Witch and just amps them up. So cool. I will give this game a shot on art style alone. I'm in. Spider-Man they failed with. I don't know how you did. How did you not make a darker version of Spider-Man? Like, how did you fail at that? Other people have succeeded at that. They've failed at that. I don't know. That's pretty bad. Hulk. I love Edgelord Hulk. What? That's the most absurd thing I've ever seen, but also awesome. That is so wild. That is so wild. All they had to hit was green and purple. They're like, all right, as long as he's got purple pants and he's big and he's green, we could do whatever we want with the other elements of Hulk. They're like, let's give him weird tattoos and long hair and a beard. That's awesome. Sleepwalker, I have no exposure to. Kind of looks like Prowler. Very cool. And yeah, I like this Moon Knight. Oh, God, that's a cool Moon Knight. That's like the coolest looking Moon Knight I've ever seen. Armor. Okay, I don't have to guess. It's Armor. Is that an actual Marvel character? It might be a lesser known X-Men. There's like a million X-Men. Psylocke. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. All right. I'm even more of a fan of this game right now because they put Psylocke on it, but they didn't make her obscene. Because that's a real easy character, right? There's a lot in Psylocke's history where you can make her like half naked. And I think it's really cool that they didn't. They went with that's a beautiful design. Now this is a game that I wouldn't be even embarrassed to like show to my kids. Like, oh, Dad's playing a new Marvel game. Like, but don't look. It's, it's just for Dad. I never want to play a game like that. So this is really cool. I love this Psylocke. This might be my favorite look on Psylocke. Like, yeah, I'm all in on this game. Lady Bullseye. I had no idea there was a Lady Bullseye. She looks amazing. I mean, that's what I like about playing Marvel games that have deep rosters is I get to learn more Marvel characters. So getting any kind of exposure to Lady Bullseye where I normally would not is very cool. I like that. I love how big this roster is and how varied as well. Misty Knight, great design, actually. Not too far away from I like how they don't go so far away from where they were originally and just push the darkness slider just a little bit edgy to fit the theme. I love that. Juggernaut looks amazing. Man-Thing. We have Man-Thing at launch. We had to wait 6 years for Man-Thing and Marvel Strike Force, but we get him at launch on this game. And he looks better. Legitimately looks better. The art style of Marvel Strike Force has really gone more cartoony than anything else, Disneyfied. I love that this is like non-Disney. That's great. Mr. Negative. Oh my God, what a cool Mr. Negative. Every character I want to play this game just so I know when they release new characters, I want to see what the art style is. That's my drive behind downloading this game and playing it and keeping up with it. I'll be excited every time they release a character. Now there's a nice Dark Spider-Man. Oh my God. That is awesome. The roster is off the hook and the game hasn't even launched yet. So that's incredible. And that's it. That's the whole site. That's all we know so far is the roster. The playstyles got me concerned, quite honestly, guys. I would, if it was truly turn-based, it's team-based, but it looks real-time. I wish it was, I don't know, something about going back to the original Final Fantasy. I just really like my RPGs to be slow and turn-based, and that's what's tactical to me. So I don't know what the tactic part of this is. Now, it might be it's hard to tell from the trailer, but it might be like a Final Fantasy Tactics kind of gameplay, which I also enjoy. Not usually as much as, the gameplay that's featured in games like, Marvel Strike Force or I'm trying to think of other Raid, Shadow Legends or something like that. Or, traditional Final Fantasy where you got your team and you got your buttons and you have your abilities and you have menus and you have as much time as you want to pick your abilities. Final Fantasy Tactics being the grid laid out and you have to move your characters and position them tactfully. Now, what it might be is kind of like, it could be an AFK style of gameplay where your characters kind of, if it's like AFK Journey, I'm not opposed. I used to be like, a lot of people got on me on this channel when I covered AFK Journey and maybe even felt I was disingenuous by saying that I liked that game. I've literally kept playing AFK Journey every day since I stopped covering on this channel because I still like the game. Absolutely. And it won me over in that it still had tactical elements, even though it was AFK gameplay. Even though I wasn't pressing buttons, I was still in control of my formation, my group, who I put in my party, where I positioned them on the battlefield to begin with, which targets they had. I still felt very much in control of the fights in AFK Journey, but I just didn't have to micromanage it as much as you do in a game like Marvel Strike Force, which I also enjoy. But I found that I do not inherently hate AFK gameplay if it's done properly and correctly and good, which it is in AFK Journey. And so if it's that kind of gameplay, which it kind of looked like it was, I didn't see any buttons on the screen, right? It might just move independently. You might just set down your characters, pick your 5 characters or whatever, make your team and hit go. And then it just kind of simulates the fight for you. And you get to watch cool animations or set it on the side while you do something else and grow your roster. I'm okay with that. If it's this cool of a presentation, the presentation has just got to blow it out of the water, and it's got to have some cool game modes. It's going to live or die by game modes, as a lot of these games do. If they don't have good game modes, then there's no actual game. Like Marvel Strike Force right now, what is there to do? Like Battle World's their big thing coming up. And right now, Cosmic Crucible probably provides the most kind of interaction that you get. The most actual thinking and gameplay in the game is in Cosmic Crucible. And even that is wearing thin. It's paper thin. There's nothing there. A game like AFK Journey still has deep engaging game modes in it, even though the gameplay itself is AFK, right? I'm playing a few games that have yet to come out that get the mix perfect, where they have good mechanics in game, and then they also have really good game modes. And man, if you can deliver on that, I don't think there's anything on the market right now that's doing that. You let me know down in the comments below. But there's a few things that are going to hit the market like that. I'll cover them on this channel as well. If they're really good, they'll be on this channel. And just keep an eye on it. And so I'll be keeping an eye on this. Let me know what you think. And Gravediggers, keep digging.
He is I, and I am him, and I'm the undisputed trend, Matt Taven. And this dork behind the camera, some Melvin told me to say, Gravediggers keep on digging. Whatever that means.
I am AEW wrestler and Ring of Honor tag champ, Mike Bennett. And remember, Gravediggers keep digging, but not the monster truck. Even though my son really likes that monster truck, I kind of like Son of a Digger, and so I'm going off on a tangent about monster trucks because my son really loves monster truck, but we're talking about the YouTube channel, so make sure, Gravediggers, keep on digging, baby.
So this is Mark doing one half private party, saying what up to the Gravediggers, and you doing your thing, bro.
Alright, like, subscribe, and watch another video, or be cursed. If you're cursed, that means the Gravediggers will keep digging your graves, so you probably want to do it.